Tom, give us your assessment of that one tonight.
Yeah, listen, you come away to these grounds, it's difficult. We try and implement our style of play, and the games where if you can't win them, you definitely don't lose them, and that's, as a centre-back, it's always good to get a clean sheet.
And summarise your own performance tonight, because it was certainly quite an open game at times, but not a great deal of chances for either side either.
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head there. You work all week and you try and limit the opposition to as few chances as possible, and I think we did that. I can't think of many saves that Sol had to make. So I think as a squad, I think we did really well, and I say a squad because the lads that come off the bench did put a shift in for us as well on a difficult pitch. So no, it was a good shift from the boys, and like I say, please come away with a clean sheet.
Your second game in a row now. How are you settling in, and how nice is it to be getting some regular football under your belt?
Yeah, it's great. I think I said earlier in the week, it's you want to make an impact on the team as soon as you can. To play 2 90s in 4 days and to get a clean sheet in one of them's great for me personally, and I think I'm starting to impose my style and my leadership onto the team, and hopefully the lads feel that as well.
You've settled in really, really well, to be fair. And what's it like being playing against alongside the likes of Tom Clayton and some of the others there? Yeah,
listen, it's a talented group, very talented group. If not a little lacking in experience, which is no problem. There's sometimes experience isn't the be all and end all. Sometimes the sort of nice naivety in a way it can create freedom. So I'm not one that believes solely in experience, but of course it's when you play with Clayton and Minnow obviously on the other side, it's nice to go in and sort of be vocal with them and drive the line up.
A point on the road is always a good thing. Do you feel that maybe we could have got a bit more tonight potentially? Yeah, definitely. I think had we won on Saturday, this feels like a much better point. Obviously, when you don't pick a game, any points up at home, a point on the road doesn't quite feel as good. But I think if you win your home games and you don't lose your away games, it always stands you in good stead. So we've got to take the positives from tonight. As I said, I think as a squad we put in a real shift in difficult circumstances. So listen, we'll dust ourselves down. We'll go against that team. And tough as well when you've got 2 games in such a short space of time as well.
Yeah, it's a quick turnaround, and as a squad we've got injuries. That's no secret. So lads are having to play more minutes than maybe they used to. Lads are coming in on the back of injuries, playing more minutes. I thought Mars did really well tonight on the back of his injury. Obviously Minnow stepping up and putting in minutes and doing really well, and that's just to name a few. I think a lot of the lads are doing really well. You see Das cramping up at the end there because he's put such a shift in the middle of the park. So I think as a team we're really working for each other, and now it's just about turning the clean sheet into wins.
And how important is that? Obviously, as you mentioned, the players playing for each other, giving everything in all those games, and obviously circumstances are not ideal at the moment with players playing out of position. How tricky is that? But how close a group is this at the moment?
It's a brilliant dressing room to come into. Like I say, I'm relatively new to the squad, and I think I've said that all week in the press. It was a really easy changing room to come into because there's no sort of riffs, there's no clicks, everyone's together, everyone backs each other, and that's why when you come to these places, when it is difficult, when it is slightly scrappy, you come away with a harder end point.
And again, another big one on Saturday. They're coming thick and fast at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. We look at that, and we look at all games now. We need 3 points from every single one, and I think Saturday's a real opportunity to do that, and again stamp our mark early on in the game and hopefully get a few goals.
Top man, well done tonight.
Thank you.